We always have a little bit of a back and forth between a lot of our area announcers. I know James is watching tonight. He's probably got his picks in. I know PJ Pedersen checking in on the broadcast tonight. He's probably got his picks set in as well. We'll see who can
go for it.
Get it done here tonight. All right, race fans.
Double A's got his picks in too.
Anthony Ainsley here tonight with us again, making a long trek. Glad to see him here. Boone County Raceway, the 4th annual Tanner Pelster Memorial, finally set to go green off of 4.
A little bit of a bobble there on the start of the race. Three wide exit at turn number 2 and down the backstretch. Dumpert's going to back out to not push the subject. So early, one car over. Collects it, gets back onto the pit entry road, falls from the lead, back to 6th. Now you got a battle for the race lead again. Greg Crone is up there. Corey Dumpert in the 2nd spot.
Greg Crone now drifting up. Here comes Corey Dumpert to his inside. Multi-time track champion takes the lead. I think the track's still a little wet as there's some handling issues with some of the drivers as they almost go 3 wide off of turn number 2. Brian Bolton 2nd, Greg Crone 3rd, Nelson Vollbrecht and Matt Haase rounding out your top 5.
Corey Dumpert's going to lead another one.
Up to a 1.4 second advantage for Corey Dumpert over Brian Bolton. I think track's starting to get a little bit faster each and every time around the racing surface. All cars transferring to tonight's A feature. We will not have a B feature in your Titan Clash late models. Corey Dumpert continuing to extend that lead over 2 seconds now. Greg Crone almost closed in on Moulds, but then battled a tight race car in the center of the corner. Lost a lot of positioning there, still holding off Nelson Vollbrecht. Matt Haase, the only man working the middle line of the speedway, trying to get it worked in.
Corey Dumpert absolutely pulling away, continuing to lead.
2 laps left to go. This time by to be white flag this time. Matt Haase starting to get that middle line to work in the 0-2. Up a spot up into 4th. Got around Nelson Vollbrecht. We've got 3/8 of a mile to go for Corey Dumpert. He has actually started to move up a line in 1 and 2.
Starting to see a little bit of a line developing through the middle of turns 1 and 2. Good battle there for 2nd as out of turn number 4. Race number 1, heat race win will go to the 77 of Corey Dumpert. That battle for 2nd, hot and heavy at the line. Brian Moulton will get it. Greg Crone brings it home in 3rd. Matt Haase in 4th. Nelson Vollbrecht in 5th. And Andy Eickhoff bringing it home in your 6th spot.
How about it, race fans? Heat race number 1 winner, the 77 from Newman Grove. It's Corey Dumpert. Row 2 to the inside, the 21X from Chambers. That's Jared Hurley to his outside, the 112 from Albion. That's Dan Lukin.
Row number 3 to the inside is going to be Chase Osborne, and the 14 to his outside, the 5S. That's Dylan Schmier from Aurora, Nebraska. And your final car out of Grand Island, the 14K, starting 7th on the grid. That'll be Bill Kubik.
Oh, Tyler Iverson in this heat race as well. I think he's in the next heat race. So he'll have to go back to the pit area. So 7 cars set to go, 8 laps the distance. We're green flag racing off of 4.
Got just a little too excited to get out here and race this racetrack. Wow, close quarters racing. 3 wide doesn't leave much room for your late models, but they're making it work off 2 and down the backstretch. Lap number 1 in the books, and it will go to the 49 of Brock Carlson.
9/1000ths of a second, the difference right there. Alex Banks still hot on his heels within a car like this. They go into 3 and 4. Banks dives down underneath the 49. You've got a race for the lead off of 4. At the line, it's still a Winside zone. Brock Carlson going in 1.
Brock Carlson side by side with the 112 of Dan Lukin. Lukin now falls back just slightly.
Alex Banks in 2nd. Chase Osborne in 3rd. Jared Hurley in fourth. Dylan Schmier rounding out your top five. Those multiple 12s will get you, my friend.
And it should be an IMCA rule. No multiple numbers, especially when you're dealing with slow announcers.
You got to race off a four for the lead. Dan slide job, and he sticks. Alex Banks takes over the top spot.
Alex Banks now up to the race lead. 4 laps left to go. We're halfway through down the backstretch. The battle is now for second. Brock Carlson, Chase Osborne going at it. Osborne looking to the inside of Carlson, not able to get it that time. No retool, go back into turn one. Osborne on the low side. Tries to get a little bit of grip, won't get the momentum. He'll fall back into third place.
Chase Osborne currently sitting third in the point standings here on a weekly night on Fridays at BCR. Oh, Dylan Schmier pushed up the racetrack. Jared Hurley billowing smoke out of that 21X. I think that thing's starting to fry. We'll see if he can keep it going. He was closing in that battle for fourth and fifth, but that smoke continuing to handle. Good shot there by Advantage Racing TV going into three. It's really prominent in the corners, and now he's off the pace.
She might have given up. White flag is out. Final time for the 12B of Alex Banks. Battle still on for second. White flag is out. Final set of corners. Can Osborne get it from Carlson? Slide job coming. Slide job coming. No. Carlson will hold on to third as Banks gets the win.
Carlson second. Osborne third. Schmier. Hurley actually did finish in front of Kubik and Lukin. How about it, race fans? Heat race number 2 goes to the Newman Grove native, the 12B, Alex Banks. One of the young guns in our sport, I believe only 15 years of age. That's the 36 from Plainview, Bo Johnson, who is outside the 36D. That's Devin Johnson from Bloomfield.
And your final start of the 98T right here in Albion, that'll be Tyler Iverson.
Dan, you already see the black slick starting to merge through the center of the track. That top side's going to continue to get faster and faster, I'm going to believe, here in these heat races. Still a little bit of a streak of moisture down at the very bottom of the tires. We'll see if some of these drivers can hit that as we go green in our final late model heat race.
Side by side, 2x2. Kale Kaziski now breaks away for third. He's trying to hold on to the top 2 positions. He does so down the backstretch. Single file now into turn number 3, out of turn 4. Lap number 1 will be in the books, and it will go to the 38 of Mark Lukin.
Mark Lukin in first. It'll be Jim Johnson, longtime runner in second. How about the battle for third? Tom Smallman, the longtime veteran in this division, along with Cale Kaziski, Tyler Iverson, and Bo Johnson. 4 cars. Throw a blanket over him off of 4. That's the best race on the racetrack.
Austin Svoboda will hold on to the third spot with 6 laps left to go, but Kaziski's working to his outside. Cale Kaziski now trying to get the momentum run, drifts up the racetrack, not able to hold on to it. He's going to have a quarter panel to the outside of Swoboda as they go into turn number 3.
Cale Kaziski working the high line right now, able to charge around Swoboda. Put the 35 into the third spot. Your top 2 have pulled away. Now Swoboda right back to his inside. Iverson close on the back bumper as well. 3 cars hustling down the back stretch into 3.
A little bit of a push in turns 1 and 2 for the 16 of Swoboda. He's going to try to close the door. Won't be able to get it done. Cale Kaziski will lock down that spot as we look back to the front. Halfway done. 4 laps left to go. Mark Lukin has led them all. Jim Johnson holding on to second. The battle for third is 3 wide.
Tell you what a job by this track prep crew. It is wide and fast and smooth out there right now with all that rain. The Crone family, some of the best in the business at track prep. You're seeing why. As Mark Lukin leading the way right now. 2 distinct lines taken advantage of at this point.
Yeah, Cale Kaziski now breaking away for third. Swoboda's trying to hold on, working that low side to not be reeled in by the 98T of Tyler Iverson. 2 laps left to go. Now for the 38 of Mark Lukin. He's making it look easy on your final. Titan Clash IMCA late model racing. Ryan, we got another battle for third again.
Man, I tell you what, the veteran Tom Smallman making Cale Kaziski work for it right now. It's only for position right now, third in a heat race, but man, that has been a fun battle all afternoon long. But down the backstretch one final time, he's probably got as many laps as anyone else in this field at this racetrack. The 38 special, Mark Lukin, the hometown man, takes it through 3 of 4, and he wins heat race number 3.
Bringing it home in second will be the 8K of Jim Johnson. Third, a close third. 35X Cale Kaziski. Austin Swoboda in the 16A will bring it home in fourth. And your top 5 finisher will be the 36 of Bo Johnson.
How about it, race fans? The 38 Special, Mark Lukin, your winner. Boone County Raceway, 21 of the best IMCA late models in the area have come to put on a show for you tonight. This is your time to set them off right. Your Titan Clash late models for the 4th annual Tanner Pelster Memorial. We're about ready to throw down right now. Alex Banks and Brian Molt set to bring us to the green. The field forms, caution light still on.
We'll build suspense for one more lap.
Does help to try to get the track worked in just a little bit more. Race fans, it's your final time. Show them some love, your IMCA late models.
And we probably don't do this enough. We certainly haven't done it enough tonight. Show yourself some love. Absolutely packed grandstand at Boone County Raceway.
Once again, we're set to go green, so we ask you to please take your seats so the person behind you can have as clear of a view as they possibly can. Be courteous to your fellow race fans. As we are set to go green, the first of 3 features for the 4th annual Tanner Pelster Memorial.
Easy, green flag is out. Banks and Molt lead him down into turn 1, side by side. Your Titan Clash IMCA late models. Banks is gonna have the early race lead. He's off like a rocket.
Lap number 1's gonna go to Alex Banks. Greg Crone already saw this racetrack with the stock car. Up in a second, Brian Molt third, Mark Lukin fourth, Dylan Schmier rounding out your top 5. 3 wide deeper in the field. Corey Dumpert trying to work the top side near the top 10.
Corey Dumpert started 12th up to 10th, lap 1. Knocking him off, slow and steady.
Good battle back there for fourth. Dylan Schmier to the inside of Brian Molt. A little bit of smoke coming out of one of the cars. I think that was maybe Jared Hurley. Looks like it's good down the back straightaway. Lukin trying to hold off Schmier. Meanwhile, 2 by 2 just outside the top 5.
Keeping an eye back in the field. Can't see where that smoke was coming from. We'll see if it rematerializes. Yeah, it happens going into turn 1.
We're going to have 21 laps remaining in this one. Alex Banks, your leader. It's the fight for the bottom right now as we've got a lot of juice in the racetrack for the moment. It's going to continue to burn off.
Good side-by-side battle back in the field. For 7th, Cale Kaziski's got it. Chase Osborne wants it. Osborne working the outside. Kaziski's going to defend to the inside. He'll hold on to the spot.
Matt Hosey trying to reel in Dylan Schmier. Hosey about 3 car lengths back to the 3rd place runner, Mark Lukin, rounding out the top 5. Then it's Tom Swoboda, Cale Kaziski, Chase Osborne. You see Bo Johnson, the 15-year-old, looking at his inside. Field continuing to go single file through 1 and 2. Very quick lap times right now, probably quicker than the heat races at this point.
17-second lap times. Alex Banks just ran a 17.020, now a 17.014. He's picking up speed, but Greg Crone chops in 16.850. Crone is there.
Yes, absolutely. We've got a race coming off at turn number 4. $1,311 on the line, and it's about to get good here at the TPM.
Once again, Crone 3/10 faster. He's got a nose to the inside of Banks. He's got a battle for the race lead.
Battle for 3rd shaping up as well. Matt Hosey has strung out going to the top side of the speedway.
Little bobble.
Yeah, Crone. No, you're good. Crone bobbled there. And Alex Banks back on about 3 car lengths. And now Matt Hosey is gripping the lift. The 0-2 up into 3rd. He's the only one up there. And I think he's going to start running down your leaders.
We'll see this time by as clear traffic or clear racetrack for Matt Hosse. 17.367. He was the fastest of the top 5. Corey Dumper ran a 17.357 back in 10th. Andy Eichhoff just ran a 17.184.
Going to have lap traffic here in about 2 laps. Dan Lucan is about a half a straightaway ahead of your leader, Alex Banks. That's going to let Greg Crone and Matt Hosse start to reel in your leader. Still a heck of a battle outside the top 5. Corey Dumper's got her on Cale Kaczynski, but Kaczynski, Osborne, and now Eichhoff going at it. Oh, Brian Bolt off the pace. The 11B pulls off to the pits. His night is done with 13 remaining.
Starting to see a battle heat up again for the lead, but Crone slipped on the exit of turn 2.
Ozzy's coming, Dan.
Banks has really slowed down.
Here we
were
go.
Talking about 16-second lap times.
Oh, man. We were just going to have a 3-car battle for the lead. Dang it. 1 car goes around in turn 2. I think that's Andy Eichhoff in the 9. Yes, it is.
Eichhoff was making his way up to the front. Well, he's running 11th at the time of the caution. Corey Dumford starting to find a little something.
Alex Banks gets the front row all to himself. Greg Crone has lane choice of either the outside or inside lane, so he's going to choose the inside lane. Matt Hosse to his outside. That's where he's been fast all night long. We'll see. We've got 13 laps remaining. We're halfway through the TPM for the late models.
Green flag is out. 13 to go. Banks, good start. Cronin there. Banks is going to roll the high side. Cronin's going to give up second. Hosse goes by. Hosse now all over the back bumper of Banks.
Off of 4. It's still Banks by a car length. Now he goes to the top side of 1 and 2. That's going to block Hosse's line just for a second. The top 2 have pulled away. You've got to race down the back straightaway going into 3 and 4. Hosse dives down underneath Banks going through 4. Who's it going to be? It's still Alex Banks. Oh, Bo Johnson goes around in turn 4. That's going to bring out the caution.
Luckily, everybody stays high and we avoid any kind of extracurricular activity. Everybody gets by clean and green. We're going to slow her down with 11 to go, 14 laps in the books.
Matt Hosse from 10th up to 2nd. Tyler Iverson also up 8 spots, 15th to 7th. Corey Dumper and Devin Johnson both up 7 spots at the moment. Some of your hard chargers. It's going to be a fun feature. 11 laps left to go out of the 25 scheduled to start. Can Alex Banks, who only started racing a few weeks ago after coming out of semi-retirement, we'll see if he can get a big win here tonight.
Goes to the high side, 1 and 2. Hosse to the low side. Banks is going to get the momentum run. Hosse may be under fire now.
Down the back straightaway, here comes Corey Dumper. Slide job, no, he's going to stay down low. Crone with the slider, 3 wide for 2nd.
Banks has gotten away. The battle is for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Caution.
Caution going to come out. That looks like that's Jim Johnson in the 8K machine. Stalled at the top of turn number 4, right where the entrance to the racetrack is. I tell you what, it is gonna get feisty, race fans. 10 to go.
They're starting to see that big payday. $1,311.
Nice shot of the moon here tonight. Good job, Blake, down low in the infield. Getting us some great shots.
All right.
Take a deep breath. This is going to get feisty. It's going to get saucy.
Some elbows thrown.
Some sliders. Here we go.
Alex Banks has led them all. Matt.
Oh, baby.
Great throw. Throws a great slider.
Contact. Hosse and Banks throwing that elbow like you were talking, Dan.
Yeah, I think we saw a couple of hip checks in there, but that's okay. That makes for some entertaining racing. Banks doing a good job holding off
Here we go, almost 3 wide. Dumpert, Haase, here comes Iverson as well. 4 cars, almost 4 wide. Oh, Iverson went around.
Right in front of the field, caution is gonna wave.
Oh, Carlson doing a good job of avoiding contact. Racing hard for position right there. I think Tyler just threw it in just a little bit too hard.
Maybe some yellow flag conversation going on between Greg Crone and Alex Banks. I think Banks was real happy with the way that Crone took the lead away.
Watch the instant replay here on AdvantageRacing.tv. Try to go 3 wide. Haase holding his line, then Tyler, I think, had to get on the brakes to avoid contact, and that just spun him around. Sometimes your back brakes just lock up, and that gives you the full 360.
If you're running 8th on that white flag lap, do you drop back and make yourself an extra $100 and some odd dollars?
I don't know if they're going to know that they're in 8th is the problem. You're going to lose track of where you're at real quick in this field. As we're back to green flag racing, I think. Yes, we are.
Oh, we got a car around to the back of the field. Stays in it. We should stay green. Back to the front. Dumpert takes a look for the race lead.
Dumpert up to second. Crone in the top spot. Banks holding down third. Lucan looking to the inside of Haase. Couldn't quite get there. Up to 4.
Greg Crone and Corey Dumpert, Alex Banks. Banks led for a good portion of this. He's been moved back to third in the latest restarts, trying to recover and make his way back to the front. Greg Crone starts pulling away from that battle for second.
7 laps remaining. Greg Crone, Corey Dumpert, Alex Banks, Matt Haase. Now here comes Cale Kaziski. He'll move up into the top 5. Chase Osborne on the move right there as well. 3 cars battling it out for the 5th spot.
6 laps left to go. Greg Crone pulling away. Corey Dumpert has got to start moving around and finding something different. He is running about 2/10 slower than Cronin.
Greg Crone, Corey Dumpert, Matt Haase makes the pass up into 3rd. Banks 4th, Chase Osborne 5th. Banks right back to his inside, side by side, door to door. Oh, Haase almost made contact with that tire. Great job on the 0-2 to avoid contact.
4 laps left to go for Greg Crone. Corey Dumpert, Alex Banks, Matt Haase, and Chase Osborne, your top 5. Excuse me, Cale Kaziski, top 5. Kaziski and Osborne going at it. Osborne's going to get the spot back down the backstretch.
We've got 4 to go. Corey Dumpert's running out of time. Greg Crone, this would be a huge win for the 20 machine. He's had some struggles here the last few weeks, trying to hold off one of the best in the business. Still that battle for 3rd, waging on. Here comes right into your home screen at home, the 0-2. Haase to the top side. Banks trying to keep pace with him. Deeper in the field, Tyler Iverson started dead last. He's already back up into 7th, I believe, battling with Lucan after spinning out.
White flag, final time at Greg Crone. 2/10 faster. Oh my God, he just ran a 17.657, 3/10 faster than Corey Dumpert. Dumpert's falling back, final time.
2, 3, and 4, 1 final time. It's Albion's own Greg Crone winning the Tanner Pelster Memorial. Corey Dumpert in 2nd. It'll be Matt Haase in 3rd, Alex Banks 4th, and Cale Kaziski 5th. Corey Dumpert maybe giving a congratulatory wave there to the 20. How about it? $1,311 richer. Your winner, Boone County Raceway, Greg Crone.
Greg, you had an absolute hot rod tonight. You were really fast early in the year weekly. You've had a little bit of bad luck the last few weeks, but what did you get figured out on this thing here the last night?
We just looked at the track, and honestly, we didn't change anything.
Did you think maybe having the stock car out there too, seeing the track a little bit more helped?
Yeah, I think that actually did help.
What was it like being in the stock car? 'Cause was that your first time, right?
Yeah, that was the first time in a stock car. It was actually pretty fun.
What does it mean in front of the home crowd? You know, it's the first time we've had the late models at this show. You guys have watched this show the last few years. What does it mean to come in and get a big win like this? It's probably one of your highest paying wins of your career.
Yes, this is definitely the highest paying win, and it was awesome. Like I don't know what, I don't have any words for it. It was awesome.
Well, it means a lot of people, especially here in Albion, hometown man. Talk about sponsors. Help you like to thank.
I'd like to thank my wife, pit crew. I'd like to thank all my sponsors. I couldn't do anything without them because they make everything work. So,
all right, once again, race fans, great crowd. I know he's got some fans still up there. Goes home with $1,311 top prize for the Titan late models. We'll get a photo with him and his trophy in the Pelster family in victory lane here in just a second.